because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on. So I'm gonna need you people who hate on people who are pretty to at least take into consideration that we getting it out here.
Now, I don't know why that elder lady got on here talking about she got pretty privilege.
Nah, I'm sorry, I don't care. That woman don't have no pretty privilege. Yeah, she could benefit from colorism, but how can you benefit from pretty privilege if you're not pretty? Like,
You know, we're all born with some type of privilege. Like, some people are born tall, so you easily get on the basketball team. Some people are born short, so you're really comfortable when you sit on planes. So although attraction is very subjective, a woman recently got on TikTok and she's telling people how she struggles from pretty privilege. And the internet had a whole lot to say about it. Check this out right here.
Pretty privilege is real. It is. I said that it's real. I have seen people gravitate towards me and then all of a sudden like compliment me on my eyes, my skin color, my hair, whatever. Right? So it's real. People do actually, you know, I guess treat me differently because of it. Now, because of it, the different treatment is not always good. Okay? Sometimes the treatment is negative and it's bad. Because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on. So I'm gonna need you people who hate on people who are pretty to at least take into consideration that we getting it out here. Like, we already getting it. We don't need it from you as well. Like, for real. Like, give us a break. I mean, be mad at moms and dad. Huh? We didn't do it. We didn't ask to be put here to look like this. Okay?
Yo, she gotta be rage baiting, bro. This gotta be some type of I'ma entice the crowd or something, cause be mad at mom and dad is crazy. Like you know they gonna come for your neck if you violate it like that. Like
whatever we was mixed up with, it's here and we didn't have anything to do with it. So I was in a public spot a few weeks ago and there was a gentleman who was talking to me more than he was talking to the other ladies in the room. And ever since then, those ladies have been treating me like
people do.
And it wasn't my fault. He was just talking to me. I mean, probably because I was confident enough to speak back to him. I don't know. But they was hating. And they've been treating me like ever since. So y'all be kind. Be kind to us pretty girls. We out here struggling.
All right, so before we get into what people had to say about that video, look, man, I ain't gonna judge the lady. She's entitled to believe that she's beautiful and she can feel how she wants about herself. There ain't nothing more cringy than somebody saying that they have pretty privilege, especially when the privilege ain't that obvious. And most people that are pretty or attractive, they're not walking around saying that they're pretty or attractive. They let other people say those things for them. But the fact that she said because of her eyes, because of her skin color, because of her hair, y'all know that the internet was gonna have their way with this video. When I say they're going in on this lady, they're going in on this lady. Check this out right here. Before we continue with the video, I got a way that everybody can make money just by playing games on your phone. Imagine if you could make money playing games on your phone. Even if you could just make a couple of $100s a month, at least you could pay your phone bill just by playing free games on your phone. All you gotta do is click the link in the description below, freecash.com. When you click my link, you start out with a free $5 already, and it's mad simple. Create an email and a password, and then once you log in, you'll see a wall of a whole bunch of games. Click one of the games that you like. People are easily making $10 to $20 a day just by playing this. Now do that times 30. That could pay a couple of the bills, that's all I'm saying. And even the cash out process, it's mad easy to cash out. They literally send the money straight to your PayPal. Click my link below or use my QR code. Start out with a free $5 just off the rip. This is an easy way to go make some money in your downtime. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, back to the video.
A redneck household, the only 2 biracial kids in a redneck household. I knew it. I'm assuming she might have been bigger her whole life, so they probably made her feel trash about being fat. They probably made her feel trash about being biracial, and now she's just projecting it on everybody else. And I bet because of the way she talks, she does spend a lot of time with black people, but that doesn't mean she necessarily likes them because she probably still has that household mindset. because I watched a follow-up video. So when she compared pretty privilege, which I don't understand, I don't think she understands what that means, and she compared it to white privilege, I said, this lady don't know what either one of those mean. So the fact that I watched this video and it confirmed what I was thinking, I could tell from a mile away. It's not gonna get it because she got that Wati lady in her blood, and they just gonna deny, and act like the victim the whole time. Everybody's hating on me. They're just hating. Nobody's hating on you. That's in your head.
I saw the video of that light-skinned lady that was talking about pretty privilege because she has, you know, she's high yellow with light-colored eyes. And I just can't help but think, like, girl, what the hell was you thinking when you posted that? What was you thinking when you posted that? Like, did she not see what we see when she's looking in the mirror? I'm not saying she's not attractive because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I'm just saying I'm not sure that she's seeing what we see when she looks in the mirror. That's all I'm saying. And I think that her interpretation of beauty is I'm light-skinned and I got light color eyes, so I'm automatically like really pretty. When nobody else's interpretation is like that. But I think she must come from a generation where being light skinned is like automatically like bad. It's like if you light skinned, you automatically got your face card. Like it's just given to you at birth no matter what because you light skinned.
I think people are more so triggered at the part where she was like, people compliment my skin, people compliment my hair, people compliment my eyes, you know, us pretty people. Kind of insinuating that those are the things that make a pretty person. Almost to say that if you don't have those things, then you're not pretty. But let's slow down a second. Is that what she's saying? Or is that what we're trying to make it out to be? Because I understand how it could be interpreted that way, but y'all know I always like to see both sides. And I'm just asking myself, like, is she possibly listing the things that people compliment her off of? Because she said that people compliment her on her skin, people compliment her on her eyes, and people compliment her on her hair. I didn't hear her say that people that don't have these things. I just heard her say that people compliment her on these things, and because she has those things, she believes she's pretty. Us pretty people have it hard. Because I had to ask myself, like, if I was to be like, people compliment me on my teeth, my dimples, and my height, am I now saying that people that don't have those things aren't attractive? No, I'm more so just pointing out the things that people have complimented me on. But don't get me wrong, I understand the stigmas around light skin and dark skin and how light skin has had more love and dark skin people don't feel like they get the same love. I completely understand the stigma. But let's flip the coin real quick. Would we be calling this lady a colorist? Or speaking on colorism, this was a dark skinned lady. Like if this was a dark skinned lady saying that, oh my God, I get so many compliments because my skin is so beautiful. My skin color, my hair texture, my beautiful eyes. Would we call her a colorist? I don't think people call her a colorist. I think people will say that's empowering. That's beautiful. But it seems like we're always really quick to humble light-skinned people. But at the end of the day, we're all just black. So are light-skinned people not allowed to believe that their skin color makes them pretty? The same way a dark-skinned woman could feel like her skin color makes her pretty? I just want to know. I'm just playing the advocate. But I want to hear your answer to that question down below.
Now, I don't know why that elder lady got on here talking about she got pretty privilege and people hate her for it. I don't know if she just don't know how TikTok works, but anytime you get on here talking about you have pretty privilege and people who are hating you for it, people are going to commence to trying to do everything to find every inconsistency and every insecurity that you have to negate that statement. They are literally going to start picking you apart, such as they did with her. But really, they kind of got a good excuse because this lady did sit up and say that she got hated on because of her green eyes and her curly hair and her light skin. I don't know if a lot of light-skinned women realize this. Not all, but some. A lot of us are not hating on you because of your light skin. We're hating on you because of your attitude behind the light skin, which is indicative of colorism. We dislike how a lot of y'all think that just because you have light skin, that makes you the prettiest thing walking, which everybody should have self-confidence. But when you start looking down on other people because they don't have light skin and you do, baby, that's colorism. And we hate that. All I'm saying is if you're going to make egregious claims like that, just make sure the pretty is in the buildings. Just make sure the pretty's in the building with us. Make sure it's in the room. Because if it's not in the room and it's not in the building, the TikTok people are going to let you know it.
We all seen the video that's going around, a pretty privileged lady, okay, that made the video or whatever, and was talking about how she get hated on and woo this or whatever. I saw that lady when she first made that video. And you know how you like something and you save it so it can come back to you? They've been eating that lady ass up in the comments. People told that lady, ma'am, you have time to take this down. Okay? But I'm going to tell y'all a story. And this ain't to all bright women. But I'm going to tell y'all. I was leaving out the club. Me and a person that was light-skinned. And a guy came up. And behind us, it was like, hey. She turned around. She was like, oh, what's up? He said, I'm not talking to you. Now, she bright. I'm dark. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I bet you to this day that still stuck with her. It still stick to her because she knew he didn't want me because I was dark. He wanted her. Baby, brown and black is in. Back in the day, oh, it was all about a red bone. And like I say, no hate to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we all beautiful. But baby, I'm going to be honest, baby. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
All right, so this lady said that the people that she was with kind of started treating her some type of way because the guy was giving her more attention. And now people are making videos saying that she's delusional, saying that no, they weren't hating on you because of your skin color or your eye color. They're hating on you because of your attitude. But what if? Because people do be hating. Like, I've had people around me that have just hated because I was the tall one in the friend group. I've had this happen. So now what if she's real life telling us a lived experience that she had, but now everybody's reading it as she's saying that, oh, you think you're better than everybody else because you're light skinned, you're colorful eyes. Y'all do know that people do hate on those things. That is a real life thing. That's not everybody, but people do hate on those things. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the lady's message was right or the way she said it was right, but there is some validity to it. I'm sure attractive people do experience these things. And now the woman is 50 years old. For y'all to be getting up online and trying to humble this 50-year-old woman because she's on here talking confident, I have to question y'all. Because the same people that are sitting here trying to humble this 50-year-old woman, saying that she's wrinkly, saying all these things about her on TikTok, saying it's pretty in the room, you know, making all these jokes. I made my jokes too. But I have a question. Y'all are the same people that would see your overweight friend and be like, yes, girl, body positivity, love yourself, queen. You ain't got to change nothing. But this 50-year-old woman getting up online, feeling herself, and the stuff that people compliment her on, y'all are quick to try to humble this lady. And like I said in the beginning of the video, beauty is very subjective. If she feels like she's beautiful, oh well. Is light-skinned people allowed to believe that they're beautiful and their skin is beautiful? Yes. Is dark-skinned people allowed to believe that their skin is beautiful and they're beautiful? Yes. Yes, we have to understand that there has been propaganda that has been created to put light-skinned people against dark-skinned people. But we have to understand that light-skinned people did not create that. That wasn't even created by black people. So the fact that we sit here and we jump on light-skinned people's throats as soon as they compliment themselves and don't let them mention their skin, don't let them mention their mixed race hair, or don't let them mention their eyes. If they feel confident about those things on themselves, they're obviously saying that darker skin is ugly. Any hair texture beside their hair texture is ugly. If you don't have eyes like mine, then you're ugly. That is not what most people are saying. But I always see people jump on the colorism bandwagon whenever it's a light-skinned person complimenting themselves. Now, what she's talking about, yes, it can possibly colorism privilege, but she also didn't say whether or not anybody else in her friend group was light-skinned like her. She also didn't say if anybody else had hair like hers. She just said that she gets the attention. And these are the things she gets complimented on. So me personally, I just don't like the division of jumping on light-skinned people, jumping on dark-skinned people. Like, I don't like the division that we have created amongst ourselves as a people. Especially because y'all are jumping on the throat of a 50-year-old woman. Because I guaranteed if this lady got online and said, I'm so tired of being the ugly one in my friend group. I just wish I was the best looking person in my friend group. I'm tired of being ugly. Y'all would have been in her comments like, girl, you are so beautiful. Stop it. Stop talking to yourself like that. Love yourself, queen. But because she got up on here and called herself pretty, and this is why I think I'm pretty, now y'all are calling her ugly. This is where the internet be losing.
Me about my nap to talk about pretty privilege again. So the gals are saying that this lady doesn't know the difference between colorism and pretty privilege because she said that a guy was treating her better than her friends, and her friends became mad at her because she was prettier than them because she had light eyes and light skin. And so the internet is saying, something's wrong with you for not knowing the difference between colorism and pretty privilege. Well, sorry to tell you, they are two different words, yes, but they are actually explaining the same thing. Colorism is a part of pretty privilege. Because unfortunately, we live in a society that believes that the lighter your skin and the lighter your eyes, the closer you are to whiteness, and whiteness has been determined to be the ideal beauty in our society. I'm using air quotes around it because there is no ideal beauty. Everyone is beautiful. So therefore, colorism is embedded within this concept of the privilege of being beautiful, because if you are closer to white people, people will treat you better theoretically in our society. And then that's underneath the umbrella of this theory called beauty is good. Beauty is good ascertains that if you are seen as beautiful in a society, then you are treated better and assumed to be better along a number of different factors. Some people believe like more intelligent, safer, richer, all the nonsense. Because we also know that what you are born with, your physical body, does not determine your character or your personality or how safe you are. But these are the messages that society builds into us from the time that we're little kids up and throughout our lives. So I'm not telling you how to feel about her argument, but I am here to tell you that colorism and pretty privilege are absolutely related.
Nah, I'm sorry. I don't care. That woman don't have no pretty privilege. Yeah, she could benefit from colorism, but how can you benefit from pretty privilege if you're not pretty? Like, no, we're not about to do this. I'm pretty because I say so. Nah, I'm not playing them games. Pretty privilege where?
Nah, I know we all jumping her, but that 50-year-old woman that said she had pretty privilege, listen, I'm not saying she was the baddest thing out here, but honestly, she looked really good for 50. And I don't know if we're all on a lie that I don't understand or if we're just hating because we don't like the tone of her voice. I'm not really too sure.
Wait, that lady is 50? Man, stop. I really thought this lady was a baby boomer. There's no way I thought she was younger than 65. She's literally looking like a 65, 70-year-old woman, and she's 15, 20 years younger than that. And
Look, man, I ain't got that much hate in my heart to sit here and talk down on a 50-year-old woman. I don't think it's that serious at all. The woman making that video is how she feels about herself. But the same way y'all are holding this woman accountable for what she has said and how she feels about herself, please hold your friends accountable that is clearly overweight. Please hold them accountable. The same energy y'all have when somebody thinks that they're pretty and you're ready to say, no, you're not pretty. How dare you think you're pretty? How dare you love yourself, queen? How dare you have that same energy when somebody is eating their way to a deathbed? That's all I'm saying. Because I don't think it's called for to get online and sit here and talk down on this lady, how these people are talking down. But that's just my opinion, y'all. Anyways, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff. Make sure you hit that hype button as well, all right? Hey, man, it's been your boy, Ty Boogie. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.